Imagine this, your boss offers you a promotion, more money, more responsibility, the title you've been chasing, and your first reaction is not emotion, it's panic. You start thinking, what if I'm not ready? What if people expect too much from me? What if I fail publicly? So you do something completely irrational. You find reasons to reject her. The timing is not right. I need more experience first. I don't want the extra stress. And you stay exactly where you are. Sure, comfortable, stagnant. Or maybe it's this. You've been talking about starting that side business for years. You have the idea, you have the skills. Heck, you even have some potential clients waiting. But every time you're about to launch it, you find something else you need to learn first. Another course, another certificate, another perfect plan to write. Sound familiar? Because you're not procrastinating. You are self-sabotaging. And the reason is much deeper than you think. My name is Mark, and I spend too much time thinking about the fear of success, the invisible trap that holds back your growth. If you are someone who genuinely wants to grow, earn more and advance, but you unconsciously sabotage yourself for fear of responsibility, judgment, change, or losing your identity, stopping opportunities, postponing key decisions, and staying in comfortable zones that no longer work for you, this video is going to hit you hard. Make sure to subscribe and like this video if it helps you. The problem that no one mentions. Look, we all talk about the fear of failure. It's obvious, right? Nobody wants to fail. But here's the thing that drives me crazy. No one talks about the fear of success. And it's probably the #1 reason talented people get stuck earning less than they should. A University of Texas study analyzed more than 2,400 professionals who turned down promotions. Guess what they found? 64% did not reject them for legitimate reasons. They rejected them out of anxiety, specific fear of what would come after success. Let me put a real number on you here. The average person leaves approximately $8,200 on the table annually. But here's where it gets really interesting. Over a 20-year career, that single decision costs you $340,000, $250,000, for a moment of panic. Now you might be thinking, Mark, that's not fear of success, it's just being cautious, being realistic. No, that's exactly what your brain wants you to think. Because here's the inconvenient truth, your brain isn't designed for you to grow, it is designed for you to survive, and survival means predictability. It means staying exactly where you are because you haven't died yet. The psychology behind the trap. This is what most people don't realize. The fear of success is not about success itself, it's about what comes with it. There are 4 specific fears that kill your financial growth. 1. Fear of visibility. When you are successful, people see you, judges you. He has opinions about you. It's easier to fly under the radar, to be good enough but not so good that people expect things from you. One study found that 41% avoid standing out because they don't want the attention. They are playing small on purpose. 2. Fear of responsibility. The more you earn, the more responsibility you have, more decisions to make, more people depending on you, more consequences if you're wrong. I give you a concrete example. I met a freelance graphic designer who made $4,000 a month. A client offered him a contract for $15,000 per quarter. Do you know what he did? He rejected it. Their reason: I don't want to depend on one big client. What if I screw it up? I was turning down a 25% raise because I was afraid of the liability. 3. Fear of losing your identity. Many build their identity around being the one who fights, but what happens when you're no longer fighting? Who are you then? People with a scarcity identity are 3.2 times more likely to self-sabotage. They stick to the fight because it's what they know. It's comfortable, in a twisted way. If your story is I come from nothing, what happens when you make $200,000 a year? Do you lose your story? 4. Fear of change. This is the most insidious. Change is uncomfortable. Spot. Avoiding losses is 2.5 times stronger than acquiring profits. The pain of leaving your comfort zone is stronger. We stay in situations that hurt us because at least they are predictable. The mathematics of self-sabotage. Let me show you what this looks like in real numbers, because this is going to make you angry. Scenario 1. The almost ready perpetual entrepreneur. You know this person. Maybe you are this person. He has been building his business for 3 years. He has taken courses for $8,000. He has redesigned his website 4 times. You have changed your niche twice. But he never really pitches. Let's assume you could be generating a modest $3,000 a month extra if you had launched in year 1. Year 1, $36,000 lost. Year 2, $36,000 lost. Year 3, $36,000 lost. That's $108,000, over $100,000 left on the table because he was perfecting things. But I wasn't perfecting. I was avoiding the fear of being visible, of being judged, of potentially failing publicly. Scenario 2, the employee who rejects opportunities. You are 32 years old. You earn $65,000 a year. It's comfortable. They offer you a position that pays $82,000 but requires you to move to another city or lead a team. You reject it. You tell yourself that money isn't everything. But let's do the math. Immediate difference, $17,000 a year. With increases of 3% annually for 20 years, that salary nets you an additional $487,000 over a lifetime. That's not counting higher retirement contributions, more stock options, bigger bonuses. Let's add retirement benefits. If you contribute 10% of your salary, in the $65 job, $365,000 in 20 years. In the $82 guan, $460,000 at a 7% return. We're talking about almost $600,000 difference in lifetime wealth by a decision based on fear, the signs that you are trapped. Most in this trap don't know they are in it. Sign 1. Crippling perfectionism. If you say I'm not ready yet, stop. Do you really need more skills, or are you avoiding taking the plunge? The average person spends $1,200 a year on courses they never complete. Self-sabotage disguised as improvement. Sign 2. Minimize your achievements. When he praises you, you say, "Oh, it was no big deal." This is not humility, it's discomfort with your own success. Sign 3. Self-sabotage just before breakthroughs. Do you tend to get sick or create drama when things take off? 73% of their clients experienced a self-inflicted crisis weeks before achieving their target income. Their brains literally couldn't handle crossing that threshold. Sign 4. Constant comparison. Yes, but so-and-so is ahead of me. If that's your bar to start with, you'll never do it. Sign 5. Comfort zone disguised as principles. I'm not in it for the money. Are you living your principles, or do you use them as an excuse not to leave your comfort zone? How to get out of the trap? Okay, enough diagnosis. Let's talk about real solutions. Step 1. Name the fear specifically. Don't say I'm afraid. Ask yourself, what outcome scares me? Labeling your emotions accurately reduces their impact by 40%. When you name the monster, it gets smaller. Step 2. Calculate the real cost of staying still. Sit down with a calculator. Do it now. Your brain is bad with abstract concepts, but he's very good with hard numbers like $340,000. Step 3. Redesign your identity to include success. If your story is "I am the one who fights," update it. Change "I'm not one of the rich people" to "I'm creating generational wealth for my family." Your identity is not fixed. You can rewrite it. Step 4. Practice success in small doses. Train your nervous system to be comfortable. Start small. Charge $50 more for your service. Apply for a job slightly out of your reach. When your brain sees that you survived that little threat, it's easier the next time. Step 5. Find your next level people. This is critical. You can't grow up surrounded by people who need you to stay at your current level. You need friends who normalize success, that they don't make you feel weird for wanting more. 85% of those who made significant progress changed their primary social group within 18 months. Step 6. Redefine failure. You're going to fail at something. Everyone does it. Success is not the absence of failure. It is the will to fail forward. Failure is not trying because you are afraid. That is the only true form of failure. I'd rather regret the things I did than the things I didn't do. The tale of two roads. Let me paint two futures for you. Both are possible. Future A. It's 2035. You have 10 more years. You are still in essentially the same place. You're still talking about your dreams in the future tense. Someday when I'm ready. Your friends who took those scary chances are now living lives that you secretly envy. And the part that hurts, you know you had the same opportunities. You just didn't take them. You have about $180,000 less in your retirement account than you could have had. You're still worried about money. The security you chose doesn't feel so safe after all. Future B. It's 2035. The first few years were uncomfortable. You had to do things that scared you. Some things didn't work. You failed publicly a couple of times, but you kept going anyway. And now you are earning 2.5 times what you used to earn. Not because you were lucky, because you expanded toward your fear instead of away from it. You have options that you didn't have before, security you built instead of being given. And here's the weird part. The things that terrified you 10 years ago are now just normal. Your comfort zone grew with you. Which one do you choose? The final challenge. Here's what I want you to do. Today, not tomorrow. Today. Identify an opportunity you've been avoiding. A conversation, an application, a launch. Ask yourself, why haven't I done it yet? If your answer includes the words, "I'm not ready yet," or "I need X first," stop. That's your signal. That's fear speaking. Now do it anyway. Uncomfortable, imperfect, scared. Do it anyway. Because here's the final truth. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes later. You will never feel ready. It's never going to be the perfect time. You will never have all the answers. Successful people are not braver than you. They simply act despite fear. The success you are avoiding is not going to ruin your life. It's going to improve it. But first you have to stop running from him. Closing. If this video helped you see a trap you've been caught in, give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe. Because I believe that financial education should include the psychology of money, not just mathematics. And hey, if you took action on something today because of this video, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what fear you faced. Remember, your comfort zone is comfortable, but nothing grows there, including you. See you in the next video.